Hi, ladies. Judy Weber here with Livy Girl Radio, and I am so excited. I say that a lot, don't I, every time I start, but really, I just love these ladies that I'm interviewing, and today is no exception. Christina Ethridge is with me, and before I let her say, hey, I just want to tell you ladies, you're in for a treat, okay? You definitely want to grab a pen and paper for this one, because you're about to learn something that virtually nobody else on the internet is telling you with respect to Facebook. And Christina is, I think, an icon in the industry. She stands alone in the way she approaches getting leads for real estate agents through Facebook. And it's not just about leads. It's capturing those leads. It's converting those leads. It's nurturing them and closing them. So let's all say hello to Christina.
Hello. I'll say hello to myself.
All right. Well, listen, would you mind, Christina, telling the ladies listening about your background? Because you've been in the industry for a while.
Yes, I am a second generation realtor. 1995, I got sucked into the real estate industry because I graduated with a degree in marketing. And my dad was like, I need an assistant. And I'm like, I am not going to be not your assistant. Had no problem being an assistant, but I was not going to be his assistant.
Gotcha.
If you know anything about the disc, he's a high D, I'm a high D. Probably doesn't work real well with each other. I said, but what do you need? He's like, well, I want leads, or I want this. I'm like, okay, I'll generate leads for you. This was 1995. So it was, the big, huge, thick MLS books, and that you had to carry half a year's worth in the trunk of your car in order to even think of doing a CMA for anybody, to show properties, et cetera. So
wow.
Yeah, back then it was funny. I was so excited because they started putting MLS listings on a DOS computer. Like there was no Windows on these, there was DOS stuff on there. But I started right away. He was like, no, I'm going to do he's like the person that you could be rolling into, I'm not kidding, this actually happened multiple times, into surgery, and he's talking to the doctor about a deal.
Oh my
and then closes it after surgery. And yes, he did that multiple times. That's just ice to an Eskimo. That's him. And that's how he is. And I was like, yeah, no, that is not me, but I'll bring you people that want to work with you like that. So I put us on the web in January of 95. By September of 95, now, and back then it was, AOL, and you used the AOL websites and stuff. But by September of 95, we got our first transaction from it. And he was razzing me the whole time. You're spending so much time doing this, all this time. This is 25 years ago. I was spending all this time putting all this content out there when nobody was out there. We were the 10th website for real estate in the country.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, it was like back then, I'm like, yeah, I guess it was. Like Remax wasn't even online then, or any of these others. But we did it. And by September, we had our first transaction. And what was really interesting about that transaction was that the person called him, said, I want to buy that piece of property. So came into town, went to look at that piece of property, paid cash, and closed in 30 days.
Wow.
And and he was like, okay, you can do some more of these.
I see the value.
Yes. He sees the value. And I had started collecting people's email addresses, and back then people didn't, they weren't really using email and stuff, but I started collecting them, and I started sharing information through email marketing, but not what we do now. I mean, not what people do now. I mean, literally I was educating people about the area, et cetera.